where
You want to sit down?
Where do you want?
All right, welcome to Jack Dodson'S Racing Insider News this week. We got a full house in here, Jack.
Big time. You know, a lot of people here.
Yeah.
So no, they're not here for us. Well, Jace did because he got a check. He's here for us.
Yeah, there you go. He's happy. All right, let's thank our marketing partners. I think GAC, Great American Company with Guillermo Amaya. Thank him for being with us for several years now and continuing on. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Jack never gets tired of the Papa John's every week. Loves Papa John's. So does Clay.
Yeah, now Clay does.
Slinger Speed Company, hit Tim Brown up. If you want a local t-shirt shop to do your shirts, I know Miles is getting ready to order some more shirts from Tim. So hit Tim up.
And we had a talk with him, and he's back for next year.
He's back for this year.
For this year, I mean, yeah.
Tanya McAllister with NPM Marketing. I think Tanya emailed her earlier today about the driving suit for Ron Strickland. She's going to help us some with that. See what all we need and what Ron needs to do for some measurements and stuff.
Todd Davis too.
Yeah, we'll talk about that afterwards or whatever. Bondurant Brothers Distillery, Robert Bondurant. Appreciate it, Robert. Langley Speedway, Bill, Chuck, Terry. Can't thank you enough for allowing us to do the show from here. We greatly appreciate it. Pepsi, Mountain Dew is mine and Jack's drink of choice. Mosquito Joe, Robert, he's famous. I asked him about his little video thing on Saturday, and he's like, yeah, the guy came in also and interviewed him. I sent Jack a video last week. I was going through TikTok and I seen this guy riding a train and stops at this place in I forget now where, Milwaukee or Chicago. And I see him talking to this guy, and I look and I'm like, that's Robert Bondurant. That's or not Robert Bondurant.
Robert
Rumbles. That's Mosquito Joe. I said it to Jack. I'm like, do you see who I see? And he's like, yeah, that's him. So it's too funny. He's like, yeah, he came in our room and did an interview, and then we had dinner together. So thank him. Fast Eddie's Barbecue. Got to thank Fast Eddie. He is going to be providing a 20 person barbecue dinner for Ron Strickland, one race this year or wherever Ron wants to do it. Pretty cool. We'll be here for that.
Oh yeah, it was pretty. I
should have told Eddie it's going to be 23.
Read the fine print.
Well, yeah. When I gave the certificate out, I made sure it was on there that you, me, and Adam are included in that.
We'll talk with Ron. We'll figure it all out.
It don't matter. We'll just tell Eddie.
Yeah.
Need to cook a little bit extra.
Just forget about me.
And then Factory Canopies. Got to think Factory Canopies. We got to get up with Todd to kind of get moving on the canopy. He's providing a canopy, fully custom canopy, and some chairs for Ron Strickland. It'd be cool to finally, when he gets it or when it gets done, and what design comes about, and move forward that. Miles of Seamless Gutter. Man, can't thank those guys enough for putting up the money for our contest. We greatly appreciate them. Can't thank them enough. Frontline Performance Race Fuels and Lubrications. Sammy Gator, thanks Sammy. He didn't come to the party Saturday because he had some stuff going on and couldn't quite make it. Let's see.
Thank you for those checks too.
Packet Power Solutions. If you want your standalone generator for your house when electricity goes out, hit Keith up and tell him he still owes me lunch.
Yeah, okay.
And I think that is it, Jack.
All right, let's talk a little news real quick. The Truck Series.
What's up, Eddie?
This weekend, Kyle Busch went back to the victory lane in the truck series.
233rd. Truck win.
Total NASCAR wins, not truck. Just
I thought it was.
no.
It's like, yeah.
The O'Reilly series.
Oh, Eddie said he told him that was
Plus
20
3.
plus 3.
The O'Reilly series, Sheldon Creed got the benefit of a last-minute move by Ross Chastain.
Ricky Musson.
And in the Cup Series, Tyler Reddick won again. That's 2 weeks in a row he won, and won this time with no fender on the car. I mean,
That was kind of surprising to me. I thought that, you know, would have been more of a hindrance
me too.
out front. You know, maybe in the back, maybe it sucks up. I know Denny was talking about it on his podcast that on top of the fender, it's not nearly as important as it is like in front. And it was kind of, I guess the spot was kind of on top of the fender. But who would have thought? I didn't think he'd get back up there for one. I mean, it shows how good a car he had. And then, I mean, I seen the video of Bubba with Michael coming over and, you know, telling him good run. He was pretty
Upset.
Yeah, and man, he dominated a lot of the race. Right?
And I was pretty
Second week in a
upset.
row.
I was pretty upset too because I had him in the pool.
Oh, did you? But still cool. I mean, how could you write a better script when you got Michael and NASCAR going through the lawsuit, and then here they come out of the gate and win the
We win the first 2 races?
Yeah.
Let's wonder how that works out sometimes. Down at Cordell, Georgia, Tristan McKee from over in Williamsburg got the win in the Superfast Series 125.
What's up, Brian?
That's pretty cool.
No problem, buddy. That kid's gonna be good.
The Cars Tour West out at the Bull Ring in Las Vegas. Taylor Mayhew won the limited late models, and Jeffrey Pearson won the super late model race. Got some news this week, some interesting news. Elliott Sadler is coming back to drive a smart mod down at Sobo at the end of March. I think that'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see him back in there. He's a little older now, so you know it's not going to be as
You've
good.
been out of the car for a while.
The big news today was Lee Pulliam.
What's up,
He's going to be
Rodney?
driving Junior Motorsports number 9 in the O'Reilly Auto Parts race at Martinsville this time.
I had to look at that a couple of times because I was like, "What? Wait a minute."
Number 9, wait a minute.
Scott.
You see his free agent, Kurt Busch.
Yeah. That was a pretty big deal, and he could thank Brendan for that,
Well,
because Brendan has really pushed it that he wouldn't have been nowhere if it hadn't been for Lee, and Lee he should have had the opportunity years ago to have that.
Well, I agree, and I think this is just my personal opinion. I think Lee deserves a shot. I think Lee obviously is very capable, but I think Lee also has sort of waited for somebody to come to him instead of going and chasing that down. And I think that's where the difference has been. I think it was last year, year before last, and they were hanging out, and I think Lee said something to Junior's like, "Why didn't I ever get a shot?" And he's like, "Well, you never asked." I think if he'd have been a little more chasing, upper levels or talking to people, he probably would have got a shot. But look forward to seeing how this turns out. I mean, obviously, got Best Repairs going to be on there. Folsom Fence is going to be on there. So obviously it's, kind of locally driven.
That's all. Keelan Harvick has signed a developmental contract with Toyota
I was shocked.
for long term.
I have questions.
I am surprised that Hendrick didn't lock that up, because that seemed like something Hendrick would have done. Although he still ain't but 13 years old.
Yeah.
But the kid is obviously very talented.
Yeah.
I think Chevy got pretty comfortable with it because Kevin, they were running Fords originally when he retired, and then they switched to Chevy. Hendrick cars, I thought they might have put their feet up and said, we got them.
Well, it won't be that way
Obviously
now.
not.
It's going to be a Toyota now. So
So what does Kevin run?
with Exxon Mobil sponsoring.
Well, I mean, Toyota's pretty deep in the development stuff. I mean, if you want to go into a development deal, Toyota's kind of the place to go. Although I'm curious in the next 2 or 3 years, where is Dodge going to be in this? Because Dodge is actually, I mean, if you're looking at a truck deal, there's a couple local guys, right? and they're reaching to lower levels.
I've already put the name out. I want Jace Rogers. I want him in get one of those cars
and
down the road.
The seat.
Next year's race for the seat.
Yeah, we're gonna get you. We're gonna get you in there on that. Also, the free agent truck 25 for Dodge Ram. Colin Braun is going to be in it. That's going to be this coming week at St. Petersburg. That's going to be a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
This past weekend at the Langley Speedway banquet, we gave away our sponsorship awards for our show. We had the grand prize winner was Ron Strickland.
Not Stickland.
Not Stickland like you had on there, but it's Strickland. He had the check was wrong.
I guess he can't cash it.
We should make it a requirement. He puts it on the name rail for the race car.
There was a whole lot of things was wrong, and at least we called him ahead of time.
Yeah. I didn't see that part.
So anyway,
Yeah, well, none of us picked up on it. He did.
He did.
anyway,
but looking forward to that. I think the whole contest. I'm thankful for everybody that participated. We'll see how it goes next year. I think we, still kind of up in there what we're going to do or how we're going to do it or if we're going to do it. So we'll see, but we'll get that nailed down before the season starts. Or pretty close.
the second place winner, some kid that rides the real number 3 at Langley
That's
Speedway,
right.
Jace Rogers.
The only number
Jace
3 at Langley
Rogers.
Speedway.
He's a real number 3.
Oh no. I'm trying to help you out, man.
He don't want to help.
And Scott, you were overdressed in that suit. Amy wanted you to know.
No.
What? No.
And I make a special call.
I mean, look, your wife dressed up to match me, Jack.
I like that.
They did plan that very well. I don't know.
She got a little handsy with me.
Must have, never mind.
I saw you on the little kiss too.
Hey, there's Brandy.
Oh, Brandy Marshall. There's Randy. Jack missed the memo about dressing nice.
That's a great nickname for her.
Now, Mason, let me get something straight. I text both of these fellows here beside me and told them to wear their Jack Dodson shirt.
I had my Jack Dodson
I
shirt.
also wore my.
You had a thing over top of it. He had a whole shirt over it.
I also wore my shirt.
He was playing Superman.
I wore it. I represented. But anyway.
So anyway, yeah, that was a lot of fun. But Jay's got the second place award. Really, I think that was really cool. Third place went to Ryan C. Talked to Witt on Sunday. They're excited about it. They did not expect it. So they thought that was really cool.
I didn't know who it was at first. I'm like, I don't know who this is.
Kart Club champ.
So,
Yeah, he's won Bando racing.
he's won Bando racing this year. So
Oh, we have 2 miles cars in the field.
I hope you don't pick number 3.
No, there's
no,
only
they ain't but one number 3.
Does he know that?
All divisions ain't but one.
They were one number 3 at Langley Speedway.
Yeah.
But anyway, the banquet was really cool. Really nice to celebrate Greg's 8 championships, and everything was really cool. We had to pick Jace up and hold him up to the thing so he could talk in the microphone. But other than that, we're good. But
We had to do the same thing for Sparky.
with Sparky, we was almost having to go get a ladder. So anyway, all right, let's get Jason here and talk with him for a few minutes. Our third place man.
Second place.
Second place. I'm
Come
sorry.
on.
I was just talking third. Second place. Your second place, Jason.
He
I'm
was
sorry.
chosen. He won't just a random draw. Jack.
No, he was not. He definitely was
he
chosen.
put an impression on.
One of 2 that was chosen, yeah. Only 2 people were chosen.
Hey, look, Brandy even knows where she's at tonight, probably. All right, come on, Jason.
Oh, no.
Did I say that out loud?
Sparky says he's a hell of a spotter for the 57 truck. We'll have to ask Chris about that.
Well,
He
Sparky.
can't see over the guardrail.
Well, that's what Chris said.
Well, Sparky, we may not be there this year. Anyway.
What's
All
up,
right.
man? How you doing?
All right. Here's our our second. Our second play.
You ain't got no camera, Jack.
You mean I ain't got no camera?
He doesn't.
You're black.
I got it on mine. Hello. And then you just knocked me off.
All right, well,
Technical
may see Jack, you may not.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't see nothing.
Jace, how was it to get that sponsorship thing the other night?
That's what it is.
I'm very thankful to Miles Seamless Gutters for picking me, and obviously Jack Dodson, and Scott,
And Adam.
and Adam.
I
Yeah,
Save the best for
picked up the
last.
checks. They were already done.
great opportunity.
So what we gonna do? What we gonna do with the money? Get prepared for next year. Come on now, tell us.
Honestly, I don't know. Probably a lot of stuff like race prep, getting prep for racing, parts, like useful things.
Did you think you had a shot when we got up on stage there?
Maybe.
No, because he wasn't. He came up there late after we did.
That's right.
So what was going through your mind when you found out you heard us call your name?
My blood. I was speechless, and then I was caught up to the
Hold on
stage.
now, wait a minute. You ain't never been speechless, I'm sure.
No, I was, because I never thought I had the chance.
It was pretty steep.
And then when I went up to the stage and y'all put me to the mic, I was like, I'm not prepped for this. I was not prepped. I didn't know who I was getting called up there.
That's all right.
So
That's the
I did
idea.
the best I could.
That's the idea. We didn't
You
want you to know.
did. You did just fine.
We wanted you to go up there and go up there and speak from the heart.
Sparky says he sees over the rail just fine, or under. I mean, it's pretty close, you know.
You did guide him to a championship. So.
So, is Dad gonna give you some of that money to get some stuff that you need? Instead of spending it all on just the race car, you might need some new gloves or something like that.
We need boots, race boots.
Mm.
We got some boots that are not the best boots, so we're looking. We're just looking for a pair of boots.
Ones that are a little heavier to push the pedal down.
So, did you have fun at the banquet the other night? I saw you dancing.
I was gonna say he was out there cutting the rug up.
Look pretty sharp.
With his green suede.
I want to know who the girl was that you were.
He's smart. He knows the cameras are on, Jack.
Do you got a girlfriend yet? Oh.
Is it the race car? Is it the race car, Jace?
Yes.
She likes race car drivers, right?
Yes.
She better.
Well, that's cool. I mean, you'd go out there and like a celebrity. You're a race car driver. You're a race car driver. You already blew your mom under the rug by saying you're a driver. She's the administrator. You done said that.
She's watching.
Yeah, I remember this
Oh, you gotta keep a secret.
Well, no.
Hey, what
Y'all
happened? Not telling what happened, huh?
Yeah, you all need to know what's going on here. Because I was promised that.
I'll come back to bite you, Jace.
And then I told you at the banquet, not Mama or Daddy. I told you at the banquet.
And then I told Mom.
He told his people.
So I mean, it must be nice. You got your dad as a mechanic, working on your cars, doing all your
all
stuff.
day, all night.
Mm.
Oh, that's pretty good. And then now your mom, you just throw her under the bus and say she's not doing what she's supposed to do as your administration. But then you come out and say, I'm just a driver.
I do partial stuff on the car.
I was gonna say, do you
And I
got to
drive
work? Do you got to work on the car?
Yes.
What you got? What things do you do?
Tires, clean it, and
That's pretty important.
yeah, tires.
She always says it's her fault, Jack.
It's okay. She's taking responsibility for it. She said it was her fault.
So you're off the hook.
So when you get home and she yells at you,
Just blame it on Jack.
it's, you know, I don't know nothing about it.
You're the one who brought it up.
Tell him, Jason.
So
Stirring the pot.
So what's your goals for this year?
Definitely, we're gonna try to be competitive, a lot more competitive because, and we're definitely gonna try to improve because last year at the start of the year we had some technical difficulties, and
So you're not gonna throw your dad under the bus or anything?
no, because it was actually my fault.
Oh,
It was my fault. Yeah, we were having technical difficulties. Well, I was, and we weren't doing so hot. And then we picked it up at the end of the year, and it was almost too late. So
and then
I definitely have a lot more expectations for myself this year.
you went to Kinley and had more technical.
And we didn't have technical difficulties actually. We had an amazing car. We had a great car, and it's just racing. We went 3 wide, and we got extra tight. We got too tight. That is what it is.
Is that what happened, Jack? You over there?
What it looked like to me. That's what it looked like to me.
Checks out.
Those are gonna happen. You're gonna run tight with people. You're gonna get into it, or they're gonna get into you.
So you didn't get out there and I mean, I was watching you because I was going to see if you go get out there and get mad, but you did. You kept
We
it
have a
simple.
low frustration.
Oh, I know you. I saw you walking up down Pit Road.
Oh, I kicked the car.
You kicked the
When
car.
I got out, I kicked the car.
You kicked the car.
Watch the replay.
I've only heard of one other person getting out and kicking the car, and he almost broke his foot when he did it.
I did it to the competitor.
But it's been a
And he was still on the racetrack going by under caution.
That's not a type of new thing.
You'd be surprised.
Well,
Now, when you're driving, you know about your gas pedal and all that stuff. You know
Not
what
at the start of the year.
you had a problem with that at the start of the year
2 times.
2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years ago.
What did you do?
The first time we went out, I spun it out and I backed it into the wall because I went to go look for the brake. Yeah, I was looking for the brake.
that's not as bad. It gets close.
You know what he did?
What?
He was in the Pro 6 category, the race in the Pro 6, and he thought at one point he thought it was Richard Petty or something, but anyway, he finally got on the front row of one of the races. I mean, outside pole, and everybody. I was up here and I was going, all right, this may be the chance Scott might do something.
Jinxed it.
Well, I didn't jinx it because I wasn't around him. He gets down there on the start of the race. No, he didn't miss no shit. He missed the wrong pedal. He hit the brake instead of the gas. The whole field went around him.
That's not ideal.
It happens.
So that's sad, isn't it? And he was a grown man at the time.
What are you driving now?
Tesla.
Hey, at least it ain't got a shifter.
It drives itself.
Yep, there you go.
And let me tell you something. It drives itself, but it still has an idiot behind the wheel sometimes.
Jack don't like riding around. when
I
he
do
drives
not
his-
want to ride in that thing with him. You ever rode in a Tesla? Don't ride with him. You're riding down the road, and you're looking at things, and you look over there, and the speedometer says 90 miles an hour. And the so-called is driving itself, and the so-called driver is he's on his cell phone, and we're riding right down the road 90 miles an hour.
Pedal to the floor.
No, you ain't got to put your pedal. It just does it on its own. You just tell it what that makes for you.
Turns the wheel, does everything.
No, when you're going to become one of those great drivers here in the next few years.
I don't really like people saying that. Because now, what if I don't?
That's
Huh?
Jack's fault, Jason.
What if I don't?
What if you don't? You got to go out there and work hard and make it happen. You know we're pulling for you.
I mean,
You got Jacob in your corner, Jake. So I think you're good.
I know you still getting driving advice from Jacob.
Yeah, then you'll be.
You ain't getting no other advice from him. Well, he's out there dancing with that girl. I was just, I wondered if he was giving you girl advice too. He never brings the same girl twice here.
Oh man.
I was wondering. I mean,
I tried that with Adam's girl. She just looked at Adam.
Yeah. Brandy's gonna have something to say to you, Jack. We'll talk about it.
so
later.
you looked at Brandy and Brandy looked at him?
No.
No.
That's
What happens at the banquet stays at the banquet, Chase.
yeah. What happens at the banquet stays at the banquet.
Hey, at least
I didn't keep the dancing out.
Huh? Well, I mean, I wasn't saying anything about what you were doing at the Madness. You were dancing. I mean, I was impressed. You were out there dancing. I mean, you
I don't want to do everything.
but you know what?
Pretty much.
I've told this story 100 times in the last 3 or 4 days,
What?
and I will tell you the same story. You've got to be the coolest kid at Langley Speedway. And if I could sponsor your vehicle every race, I'd do it.
So McCain, you just got to write a check.
I can write all the checks you want. Now, whether you're gonna want them in the
Well, they'll go through at the bank. It's a different story.
but anyway, no, you're really we really pull for you because you're really part of the. I mean, you're part of the scenery around here that we really enjoy.
Yeah, buddy.
We like it when
So
you're
good,
out here.
good for a good laugh.
So now that you are the driver of the team, you need to get your administration together.
Get you out.
Yeah, get a hat and tell your mechanic to make sure your car is right. So that's your job.
No excuses. Man.
You're the supervisor of them two.
He probably
you
already
need-
thinks that.
You need
He's got
you need to call the shots. When your mom and dad get out of hand, say, nope.
It's your name what's on the trailer. Your initials.
It's your name on that race car.
it's basically my name on everything.
Right?
That's right. So you're calling the
That's what I'm
shots.
saying.
I'm gonna start something here.
It's like, he ain't allowed to come back no more.
Oh, no.
I ain't gonna
You
do
get
that.
too mouthy when you come home from there.
At least your name is spelled right on the check. That's good.
It wasn't a C. It wasn't a C.
Some people didn't
Yeah,
have their name spelled right.
J-A-C-E. You've never seen a name like that?
Yeah, I've seen the name. I think I've done that.
Did we spell it wrong too?
Yeah.
You did?
We did?
No, wait, did you?
I was talking about Ron's track.
We're talking about Rod Stickland.
Stickland. That's what we're gonna call him for now on. He's giving a thumbs up.
All right.
Linda.
We're gonna keep you here for just a minute. We're gonna have Ron on here too, because he's the grand prize winner. So we're gonna
Y'all,
get him.
y'all teammates.
Yeah. So now you all are.
We're
Miles,
in 2 different divisions.
well, you're still y'all got Miles to see with the gutter.
Oh, you and Jake.
And I didn't. Hey, look, I
Same
didn't.
colors.
I done gave your dad some Jack Dodson stickers to put on your car. Now, everybody puts some stickers on their cars has won one big lot of races, and it's good for a 10th. Every time I put a sticker on one of the cars, it's good for a 10th.
That's huge.
And,
I did the whole hood. It didn't help me at all.
and look, no, wait a minute, and he's right. It didn't help him a bit because he didn't want to put it on. And
But
the
you
other
want
guy,
to. You
I
want
didn't have.
and
I didn't
then
have
the
the
other-
official stickers.
and then the other guy in his division put it on his car and won the championship. So what do you
Sorry.
think had a problem?
He was funny.
Yeah, he's got the problem. You're right. All right, let's get Ron on
That's
here.
right. Hey, yeah, Andre says I got dyslexia, which is true. See, that's why
You
got my
went the wrong
feet.
way around the track.
Hey, look at
I was known for that one time too. We need to get some updated videos here.
Let me know when I'm hot.
You're hot.
Robert Rummels with Mosquito Joe. Thank you for tuning in to the Jack Dodson Racing Insider News with Scott Allen. See you next week.
I I love him, man. He is on the chip all the
Oh,
time,
You got that right.
Ron knows a thing or two about Rob being on the ship.
right? What's
All
up?
right, well, here's Ron Stickland.
What you got?
Add the R.
So, Ron, I wanted to say congratulations on getting the grand prize for that thing the other day at the banquet. That's got to be big for you and help you out.
It's huge. It's amazing, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger. I keep forgetting, and then I'll get an email that says something like, hey, don't forget you get to invite 20 of your best friends for Fast Eddie's barbecue. When do you want to do it? And I go, oh yeah, that's right. There's more than just a sponsorship. Then there's a suit, and it's amazing. It really is.
Ron, it's not 20.
It's 24.
It's 20.
It's 24 because the 4 of us.
Yeah, it's 24 people. Because you have to include the 4 of us.
Well, it's darn near going to be a Stickland family reunion. Sticklands I never knew are reaching out to me saying that they want to come and hang out. I'm trying to tell them you got to put that R back in there. There's Strickland.
Ron, did you think you had a shot at it? And what went through your mind when we called your name?
Well, I was hoping. Of course, everyone is deserving. It's like all the young racers out there, and I'm a young racer. I mean, I'm an old dude, but I'm a young racer. This will be my 3rd season, 2nd in the UCARs. I had to remember what class I was racing in. Did 1 year, 2024. I was in the enduro class, trying to learn. So I had to do something. Like I'm not super fast. I'm not young and good looking. So I was hoping that my video skills might get me a sponsorship, or at least, get me on your guys' show or something. And, it worked. So it was a good kept secret. Afterwards, there was a couple people that came up and said I had an idea. I may have heard a rumor, but I didn't hear anything until you guys announced it.
Yeah, we made sure that we didn't tell a whole lot of people. I mean,
Yeah, it was pretty tight-lipped.
Yeah, we tried to do everything we could keep it quiet.
But I did understand. I mean, you have some people that's in the big organization there that have some ties, and I know he found out the night before, so he's like, I had to keep my mouth shut. I'm like, yes.
Well, I can tell you, everybody kept their mouth shut. I didn't know. So it was kind of weird. Like when you guys were doing the drawing, for the one place, I didn't know whether I didn't have my fingers crossed or not. Like I didn't know if I wanted to be the random pick, because then that means I also couldn't be the grand finalist.
Right.
I just wanted to be one of them. So it was exciting. It was definitely a little suspect when I was asked to come on tonight's show. So I was kind of like, oh, maybe, because it is a big deal.
All right, that was my fault. I was trying to make sure I got you on here. So I made up a reason to get you on.
I know. I was like, I was thinking to myself, I don't know if I'd have done that, Jack. I would have just said, hey, on Saturday, hey, I'm sure anybody would have come on or whatever.
And with Jason's mom, I sent her a message a couple days before the banquet.
The administrative or
The administrator. And I sent her a message and I said, are y'all planning on being at the banquet? She said, sure, we're going to be at the banquet. Okay, that's all I wanted to know, is they're going to be at the banquet. I didn't tell them nothing either, but they probably knew from when I said that. But anyway.
Well, I was surprised and thankful and happy all at the same time. Yeah, it's awesome. It's great that you guys. I'm trying to still understand the whole racing dynamics. It's not just a car, it's not just a team, it's sponsors, and it just took me, going through some emails and checking some stuff to realize how you guys put this thing together. Like you're not the sponsors, but you're the sponsors of the sponsors. Like you're the ones that are making it happen, which is cool. And then you have these relationships, with MPM Marketing, Factory Canopies, Fast Eddies, and of course, Miles of Seamless Gutters. You have these relationships with them, and you make this package deal, and then you share that with me because I don't know them, but I'm going to know them now for a year. Hopefully they like me.
What we like to do is we like to give back, to give back to the sport, make us be part of it and give back and make everybody get a little something out of it. I mean, it's a big deal for Scott and I to do this.
And then some of our other sponsors that just stepped up and wanted to be involved.
Yeah, I mean, it all started with just Miles, and then it progressed to other things, and it really did progress really well. Todd Davis with Factory Canopies.
We just asked him. He's like, we was like, hey, would you want to be involved? We'll make sure you get on the suit. And he's like, well, how about? And then actually, we didn't even know what he was going to give away. We just did a video, and he's like, how about a whole tent custom and some chairs? Yeah. And I'm like, damn. I mean, that's a couple $1,000 package.
Yeah, it is the gift that keeps on giving. I mean, not to quote Christmas Vacation, but it is, and it's not like at first I was just like, oh yeah, I won the Miles of Seamless Gutters, sponsorship. Then, like I said, I was checking emails and I'm getting messages from Fast Eddie, and I'm, or from Eddie. I guess he's not Fast Eddie, but his barbecue's fast.
Sometimes,
and it just keeps unfolding. It's quite awesome.
Yeah. So Eddie used to run trucks out here years ago, back in I think it was before I graduated high school. It's not us. Fast Eddie.
So you're saying Eddie's old too, right?
Yeah. I could clear that up. But it is cool. I mean, I will say that, hey, you're going to look good by the end of the year with a tent and a suit and the whole nine. You're damn sure going to look good.
Look, I'm hoping to be, like I said in the video, this is my redemption year. What did I quote? Less flames and more finishes.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah, year.
But Ron, it's a big deal for you to win it, and we appreciate that, especially with Chase winning the second place. I mean, it's really cool that you guys did what you did to be a part of it. I loved your video. I loved your video last year, but
a mafia got in there.
Yeah, the mafia got a hold of it. You didn't win it.
And kind of like I said in the video too, like they dodged a bullet. I mean, it would have been, how horrible would I have felt if Miles of Seamless Gutters and the rest of them went all in on me, and luckily I came in 10th place. Like I was proud to get that 10th place plaque the other night, with 3 DNFs, and I made every race. I didn't finish every race, but I was there, and I think I didn't start one because I had a timing chain issue, and that put me back. So I'm gunning for the top 5 this year for sure. The UCAR competition is just getting deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
Of course, Thomas will be out there again this year. Mad Dog's going to be out there this year, so you'll have 3 Mosquito Joe Peninsula cars out there on the track. So we'll be kind of like running against each other. So it's going to be a tough field this year, but it's kind of cool to watch. You had 2 other UCAR drivers on tonight. Yeah. So the field's growing. It's cool.
Yeah. So how much does this money make a difference in your racing this year? I mean, look, every class has sort of a number, right? It's a big number for a UCAR.
Yeah,
right.
It's
be a huge help.
It really is. I hate to say it's everything. Like I don't want to be over dramatic, but if you do the math, if you're a UCAR guy and you do the math with the tires and the entry fees and the gas, it is basically going to cover my entire year, my entire 12 race season. So it's huge. That's huge. Normally, like I'm at work now. I'm always at work on Tuesday nights, which makes it tough for me to get out to you guys' show. So I appreciate you letting me do the call in. But it's huge. It is going to cover this season and everything that I kind of made on my second job, squirreling away, will put me for next season. So if I don't make a good video and win it again, then I will be able to transfer some of those funds over for next season. I'll already have the kick-ass suit and the canopy, and everybody can come hang out under the canopy with us.
That's right.
Yeah.
You just have to make a good impression at the Christmas party. And look, we play some goofy games, so it'll be a good laugh.
Yeah, and you got
Okay.
to come to the Christmas party. You got to come to that.
Yeah, you definitely have to come to that, and I'm sure Chris will be there. Chris will probably still come, but it's a good time. There's some funny games and silly games you got to do, and we'll laugh at each other for sure.
Yeah, it's Chris reached out to me and told me congratulations, and that's the cool thing I'm learning. Like I said, I've been this will be my 3rd season, so do the math. That's only 2 seasons I've been around racing altogether. I did motocross before this, and then what they say, with age comes a cage. So I had to hang up the motorbike and come over to the cars. And last time I was on, I told you about the whole getting on with Mad Dog Motorsports, and that whole crew is awesome.
Yeah.
But getting to know everybody and see how this, when they say it takes the community at Langley and other tracks, but I mean, this is the only one I race at. It's amazing. And Chris reached out to me and, told me, good job. You worked hard. You deserved it. It's kind of hard to fill what's he got, back-to-back championships. Like, if I'm sponsoring Chris,
Well,
if I want my name on something, I want it on Chris's car, for God's sake. So it's really cool that that everybody's basically happy for each other and thumbs up and type things.
well, I can tell you the first time Chris won, he thought he had no shot, and he kind of told us afterwards. Everybody kind of thought, look, it was going to go to some big name, and that's not what we wanted it to be. And honestly, in the beginning, when we were kicking this idea around, me and Jack were like, we'll just pick somebody and it'll be cool. And then we get seeing all these people's names and who's putting the video in. And they were like, man, everybody's our friend.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do we pick? And if we pick, then everybody's gonna think it's rigged or or favoritism or we don't like somebody else. And I'm like, we can't pick. Like, we're just gonna have to send this to Miles and I'll sit with him and like, here's your choices. Ask me a question and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. And y'all pick. That way, we ain't got nothing to do with it.
Exactly right.
That makes sense, and that's why I took the cookies last year to them and not you guys. Unfortunately, when I found that out, I was bringing the cookies to you guys, but then some little birdie whispered in my ear and said, "No, you want to take care of the folks over there at Miles."
Yeah, that was good information, and it did make a big impression. I will say it did make a really big impression. It was a little bit of a fight who was going to win.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the best man won it last year, and that his plaque proves it. My 10th place plaque that I just barely lucked into. And I know what you're saying with you're trying to help out, like more of a no name and I ran into that when I was doing a lot of the sponsorship for the track at Elizabeth City with the motocross stuff. We'd get, a helmet from a sponsor and they'd want me to give it to our AA racer. Well, our AA racer doesn't want a free helmet. They have a $5,000 helmet. Like they're, Malcolm Stewart, down there racing. So, he's got a trailer with 100 helmets in it, one more little helmet. So it's kind of cool that it does end up back down towards the more entry level folks.
Yeah. And I'll say too, look, 10 or 15 years ago, when I got back into racing and I was racing arena racing, the flagman was this young kid named Chris. So, and had hardly no experience, run some karts some, and you just never know where you start, where you'll end up.
Yeah.
Well, Ron, we appreciate you spending some time with us tonight. Congratulations again from all of us here and at Miles and Seamless Gutters and everywhere, MPM and everything. Deserving wins, and we're hoping to see you around a lot this year.
I will. I got one more thing if I can add. I want to wish Carson Rowe's birthday is today. And as you guys know, Carson engineers and spots and trains and teaches mainly, thankfully, with the Mad Dog Motorsports crew. Today is his birthday, and guy's a genius. I mean, he does stuff to cars, and I don't think, even the folks in Japan are probably scratching their head. My favorite thing is when I ask him, well, what's this going to do to the car? He'll just be like, I don't know. let's find out. Take it out on the track. So I want to wish him a happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Carson. Carson is a pretty cool guy.
All right, Ron. Well, we'll talk to you again. I know you probably got to get back to work. So anyway, appreciate it, and we'll get you back on the show again sometime when you have a night off, and get you come back down here, and maybe you can bring us some cookies this time.
Absolutely. I still need to know if there's actually pizza in those boxes. I've heard that they're fake.
No. There's pizza.
There's real,
Always pizza.
there's real.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll provide dinner. You provide the cookies.
Absolutely.
All right, man. We'll talk
Thanks,
to you
guys.
again real soon.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.
All right, Jace. We appreciate you coming out and being with us tonight too. Congratulations on yours. You are very deserving, and you are the real number 3 here at Langley Speedway. So we appreciate it.
See you, buddy.
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
your brother.
We'll be supporting you. We look forward to some good runs coming.
Yep.
And I'm gonna be right out there hanging out with you.
Yep, and a hat. We'll get you a hat.
Yeah. Get with your administrator and your mechanic to get that straight there.
The
Okay?
PR department chew out, so you got to chew out.
All right.
Thanks, guys. See you, buddy.
All right. Let's go ahead and get ready for the next one. Mark ARSEN is going to be with us in just a second, as soon as we get ready here. He's from Wake County Speedway. Got a lot going on down there.
Dodson'S Racing Insider.
Hi, I'm Eddie Clark with Fast Eddie's Barbecue. You're watching Jack Dodson'S Racing Insider with Scott Allen and Adam Wellbrook.
Hey, Mark, how you doing, man?
Hey, Jack. Hey, first of all, thank you for having me after the little technical difficulties from last week. I
Hey.
apologize for that.
Hey, things happen. We know that. It's not a problem.
We got poster child of that.
Well, I was hoping it was going to work, and I thought, well, it would be pretty cool if I could be on your show from New Smyrna while we were down there watching the race that night. But as soon as I put the phone up and tried to get in with you guys, it's like I can't hear, and there's no way you're going to hear me. So here we are.
I think we could hear you. Sometimes for whatever reason on that, it's best if you open it up in a Chrome browser.
Okay.
And then sometimes for whatever reason, the speaker gets onto the earpiece instead of for some reason.
I think that's what happened. So like I'm on a Chrome browser right now, so I can hear and you can hear me. But yeah, last week it wasn't going to work. So anyway, we're here.
Yeah, man.
So, Mark, tell us what all you got going on down. I mean, I know you just had some racing down there this past weekend at Wake. So, what all you got going on this year?
Yeah, so the Apex Racing Lab Bull Bash is our preseason warm up to the NASCAR local racing series powered by O'Reilly Auto Parts season. You like that? We all have to practice it. We all have to get.
It's a lot.
Right? So the Bull Bash, which is our NX Legend and Bandolero racers from all over the country. I try to remember what the furthest traveled racer was last Saturday. I want to say it was Wisconsin, but that's not confirmed yet. Andrew would know better than I. But it's a 4-race series with I think it's pretty much all the different age group experience levels in Legend and in Bandolero. And so we started that. It's a Saturday afternoon series. We started that last Saturday. And we had some weather challenges to deal with early in the day, but we were able to overcome those. The rain, it was kind of more like a irritating sprinkle. Moved out of the area about 12 o'clock or so, around the time that the gates opened to the fans. Of course, the racers had been there, some of them since 8:30 that morning, getting registered and coming in. So we had to combine, practice and qualifying. You know how that goes. But we got it all in, and even though we started an hour and a half late, of course, we went a little bit later into the day. We had to turn the lights on. But everybody seemed happy, and we sold a good number of tickets online through My Race Pass, and a good number of folks showed up in person at the ticket gate. So that's the first race, and then it's a 4-race series. So we're racing again with the Bull Bash this Saturday, the 28th. We will take Saturday, March 7th off for the Bull Bash. Then it returns on the 14th, and then the championship of the series is March 21st. But as I believe you know, Jack, and one of the reasons you wanted me to come on the show, we're having our open practice / media day on Saturday, March 7th. And to make sure that I don't get the times wrong on that, as far as the open practice goes, gates open for race teams at 11 a.m. on Saturday, March 7th. First practice session is from noon to 2. And then we'll take a little break early afternoon, and that will be the actual media day portion from 2 to 3, where we will try to capture, our local drivers or whoever wants to come and race, at Wake County this year. And then the second practice session, open practice, is from 3 to 5. We've got a neat little video board. It's like a 16-foot by 25-foot deal that we started using last year. So with the help of Wing Velocity, who does our streaming TV, pay-per-view streaming, they're going to be there when we're interviewing the drivers. We're going to try to show them up on the video screen. So fans that come in, which it's free, just come in the main gate. The fans can sit there, whatever, and watch and hear the interviews with the drivers up on the big screen, so you don't miss anything. And we'll be taking driver photographs for the website and all that good stuff. Cutting to the chase, we've got the Cars Tour. Will happen immediately following the Bull Bash. So on Saturday, March 28th, Wake County Speedway is hosting the second race of the Cars Tour season this year. And that one in our neck of the woods is sponsored by Delta Heating and Cooling. So it's the Delta Heating and Cooling 125 Cars Tour. But we're also going to have our Bomber IndyCar division as part of that. And I want to say another division too, but I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't have it in front of me. And then our regular season, which is all part of the big name I mentioned earlier, the NASCAR local season, for us kicks off on Friday, April 3rd, because we are a Friday night track. So there's your teaser to the season coming up.
Well, I mean, you got a lot going on. I mean, I've only been to that track one time, and it wasn't a race going on when I was down there. I just happened to go by there and go in and saw some people I knew there. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait to come down. I want to come down for the media day and be a part of that, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I want to get to know the people there at Wake, and maybe we can do some stuff with Wake County on our show.
Well, I tell you what, and Jack, let me ask you, so your show, are you guys producing this from Langley? Are you in the?
Yeah, we're in the Al Pierce Media Center.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, my fiance and I went up there to Langley. I want to say it was 2 years ago, when Butterbean. It was one of the Hampton Heat.
Yes.
Races, and I believe that's one of the races that qualifies for the Virginia Triple Crown. Is that right?
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So we were there that night to see him come from way back and win that race. And that was our first time to Langley, and we love that racetrack. You guys have such an amazing facility, and to be right across the street from NASA is pretty cool. But really impressed with the facility there. You guys do a great job.
Well,
I wish we could take credit.
Yeah, we're not part of that part, but we are.
Yeah,
part
but
of
you're there.
We are part of Langley Speedway, which is really cool for us.
Yeah, when it's sunny out, we'll have the shades up, and you'll see the racetrack in the background.
Okay.
when the time changes. So a little bit behind background on you, Mark. Where did you come from? How long you been at Wake?
So my origin story for Wake County Speedway actually goes back to just after high school, and I hate to date myself here, but the year was 1986, and a friend of my dad's was a racer out at Wake County Speedway, and it was a red clay dirt track in 1986. That was actually the last year it was a dirt track. The place opened in 1962, so already it was almost a quarter of a century old, with the Simpkins family that built it, and so I was introduced to this friend of my dad's who ran I think they called it the sportsman class back then. He had a Camaro with the big tires on it, the cutout fender flares and all that. And I just fell in love with it. And I had a friend also that had just graduated from high school in the technical side, the engineering side of things. He had just started working for a local dealership in town. So I wanted to be the driver and the car owner, and he was going to be the parked car owner and mechanic. And so we went out, got ourselves a race car. Jerry was the name of the driver that introduced me to Glenn Simpkins and the other folks out there. And we started building this 1975 Buick Skylark for, at the time, what was called their V8 Street Stock division. Sadly, as it got closer and closer to putting an engine in it, we had a roll bar, we had a roll cage and a driver's seat, and we had put the steering in. I got a little cold feet as far as the cost that was going to take to run this thing. So I sold the car. Ended up helping the guy that bought it. I helped put the vinyl lettering, the numbers, and his sponsor and stuff, because I worked for a sign shop at the time. And I love designing logos and so forth. So I was able to help him get out there and do that. But he raced the car that I had bought, that Buick Skylark, and he painted it like Dale Earnhardt, because that was his favorite driver. So it was black and silver. In 1987. And that was the first year that the track was paved. So if I had finished the car, I would have raced it, on the asphalt. And then through college, a few years later, I took some friends out there to introduce them to Wake County Speedway. But, as life changes and you go off different directions, I got into radio for 25 years. I was completely out of anything NASCAR. But my last radio gig I had, it was with a talk station here in Raleigh. And I've always been a car person, and obviously, motorsports and all that, NASCAR back in the day, yada, yada. I convinced them to let me produce a car show called the Horsepower Half Hour, where I would do different segments, kind of like you guys, and have different guests on, car reviews from Consumer Reports, some of the local dealership people, service tips, and a little bit of NASCAR, because at the time, the station that the show aired on broadcast the NASCAR races on MRN. So through that affiliation, I ended up getting to meet Charlie Hansen out at Wake County Speedway. And when I wrapped up my radio career at that particular job, after doing that show for a couple of years, I went to work for one of the large dealership groups in North Carolina. And because I already had that relationship started with Charlie, he let us come out and shoot some video at Wake County Speedway. Long story short, that's already a long story. Maybe 2 years after that, I want to say it was 2021, I could see that he needed some help promoting the track on social media, as that was really becoming a big thing. And that was my job with the dealership group, social media content management. So I said, hey, Charlie, I think I could, make some race flyers for your Facebook page that would look a lot better than what, this person you've been paying, to do it. So he let me do it, like what I was doing. And around that same time, my boss at the dealership group got us involved in NASCAR sponsorship. Our company sponsored Timmy Hill in the NASCAR Xfinity Series when they would come to Charlotte. And we were with Timmy for quite a few years. And during the initial setup of that NASCAR sponsorship, I was asked, do you think it would be a good idea for us to partner with a local racetrack? I mean, we're doing this NASCAR thing in Charlotte, but we've got this little racetrack right here in Raleigh. Would it be a good idea to connect with our local audience, car buyers at Wake County Speedway? So the dealership group started a sponsorship, which I then became the liaison for that. But again, with Wake County Speedway at that time, and this is around 2022, their website was awful. And I said, Charlie, for me to help, my company that I was working for, I got to redo your website. Would it be okay if I did that? So he let me do that. And around that time, I also asked him if I could, as a side gig, sell partnership advertising. I'd never done that before. I thought I might be good at it. And, the rest is history. And I've been, doing the marketing, for him and the Speedway ever since.
Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's how you get into the business and get
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I hope we can maybe we can find some way where we can get some of your people on our show on Tuesday nights. And I mean, you got one of my favorite people out there, Phoenix Kimball.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I think Andrew was on your show, Andrew Tyree.
Yes.
Recently, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we can work that out, get some people from down there, get them on the show, and work, kind of work together on that and get some people in it, and so people know more about Wake County Speedway.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we can do that. I'm sure Phoenix would love to be on your show, and I know Charlie would too.
Well, we're going to work on that and work together and see if we can come up with something. And we appreciate your time tonight, man. I know you got a lot going on, and maybe we can talk to you again real soon.
Yeah, sounds good, guys. Take care.
All right, take it easy.
Mark.
Thank you.
See you, buddy.
All right, you come on over here now, Dave. And I see where Benjamin is on the.
He's ready to go. This is about to be a good show right here. Y'all ain't ready for the stories we're about to tell.
Hi, I'm Lenny Baticki from PRN at the Track, and you're watching Jack Dodson's Racing Insider with Scott Allen and Adam Wellbrook.
What's up, Benderson? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Good, man.
Now, we've already been teased about there's going to be some, there's going to be something interesting between the two of you. But before we get started on that, how did you end up with this guy over here?
Tinder?
Oh boy.
Well, we got
That's a long story.
Make that joke. We got a lot of stories about that stuff. Okay. Oh my goodness.
So you're going to be doing the driving this year.
That's the plan.
Have you drove any before?
Not on a racetrack.
Oh, so this is going to be a learning experience for you.
Well, I like going fast, so I already got that part down.
We had the one practice day on oh goodness, I can't remember the date, but we had one practice day. And he was rocking it out there in my Acura. I mean, he was running faster than I was. So I was like, oh, yeah, we're going to do something good this year. I let him in a couple laps in the Sentra, And same with me. And we both had our issues in the Sentra. I spun out like 8 or 9 times, and he spun out once. You've seen that car, what it does and all. But we were having fun out there. And yeah, he's a good wheelman. I mean, his skill.
Well, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now, tell us the story why you can't drive.
Well, I can't drive. I got a concussion out here, and this was the same guy. So we were changing a tire out there in the pits. And we ended up banging heads, and we hit pretty hard. And leaving there, we got out of here around 4 o'clock-ish. No, it was 12. It was about 12-ish. Well, anyways, around 2-ish on that same day, I started having a headache and all, and it didn't last till Tuesday. I mean, and this was a Monday, so I had this headache and all, and I ended up going to the doctor and all and stuff like that. And he's like, you got a mild concussion. You might need to take it easy for a couple of days. Well, I get a little message back a couple weeks later. He said, it's worse than what you would think. He said, you need to take a couple weeks off. And he said, 3 months, don't do anything. Just don't do anything that can risk your head. He said, if they're playing football in the yard, don't go play football. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. And he said, the longer you sit out, the safer you're going to be. And so I still haven't announced what I want to do this year. I mean, I do want to do some enduro races. I don't want to lose that spark in me. But it definitely won't be a full season for me. And it will definitely be less than 5 races because I still want to go for Rookie of the Year when it comes to it.
I do want to add one more thing to that. I will say that is the day me and David found out that my head was definitely harder than his.
I'm getting ready to ask that question.
How the hell did y'all bump heads?
Well, I think I was removing the tire.
We're switching tires around.
Yeah, and I reached down to grab the tire, and then I put the tire back on. I reached for the wrench, but he reached for the wrench at the same time as me, and we hit heads. And that's one I haven't hit a head with a person that hard. I mean, I know I'm hard-headed, but goodness gracious, that
evidently you're not. Evidently he's more hard than you are.
Well, we got some stories. Oh my goodness. He never did mention. I think I might have mentioned it on the first show I was on how we met. We were at Indian Cove. Oh goodness, this was 2016, 2017, something like that. I don't know. I was 14 or 13. He was 9 or 8 or something, and I was out there kicking a football or something. He said, "Was that at once I kicked?" And he was joking me on my kicking skills and all. And from there, we started fishing together and stuff like that, and it ended up us going out and racing and all. So,
well,
he's got.
So you're not going to be able to run for a while. Hopefully, do 5 races.
Yeah,
he's going to run the whole season.
Yes,
in your car. So.
Yeah. So it's been renumbered. Oh, it was supposed to be 51. The Sentra. We're going to move it to number 2. It's going to be number 2. We have a special paint scheme in line. We're not going to announce the paint scheme yet, but this paint scheme, I hope, if we're going to rank paint schemes, this one's going to be number 1. I mean, this paint scheme, I don't believe has run at Langley, but it definitely is a throwback. But it definitely hasn't run at Langley, I don't believe. But we're looking forward to it.
So you got 2 cars?
Yes. So I'm going to keep my Acura, the 51 I ran last year, ran 9th, 10th, and 13th with it. We're going to keep that in the back burner as a backup car just in case something bad happens. We blow an engine, we got to go grab a car real fast, something like that. And hopefully, I'm hoping to make. I really, really want to race the night day of destruction in the Acura. I really do. But if it comes to it and I'm feeling up for it, that's when I really would like to make my return. Then we'll run 5 races, most likely the final 5 races or final 4 races, whatever it is, and stuff like that.
I gotta ask. So if it's 5 laps to go, he's in front of you. Do you move him?
I'm gonna be laps down. There's no way I'm gonna keep up with him. No, we definitely talked about it, and I usually have this thing. If the leaders are coming behind me, I'm just going to pull on out of the way. There's no need to mess with the leaders in our series, especially with how unpredictable these cars drive. Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of controversy last year with one driver. Oh, goodness. I don't even want to go into it. But anyways, if you see the leader in your mirror and he's about to go, just give him the bottom or you hold the bottom. You don't just go in the middle and block and all and stuff like that. I did want to say, Jack Dawson did say we're running UCARs. We are not running UCARs. Okay.
I did put that down.
Yeah. You don't understand how many messages
Yeah, I
I got
wish.
from people saying, "Hey, you running UCARs? What car you running?" and all and stuff like that. I was like, "I'm not running UCARs," but I got a couple of messages from wondering about that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Fake news, Jack.
Yeah. I did get a little bit of promotional stuff. People were looking at my Facebook a little bit more than normal. Okay.
Well, I mean, I would say too, like, and I agree with you on being lapped. And sometimes I think it's because sometimes the speed difference is so big.
Oh yeah.
That just hold your line.
Oh yeah. That's.
I know, like when we were in the go karts, and that's what we used to tell people. Like, well, what should I do? Should I go high or should I go low? They're like, just do what you've been doing.
Yeah.
We're going so fast by you. It's not gonna matter if we had to go underneath or above you. But just don't make an erratic move.
Yeah. Well, usually when I was a lap car, I mean, I got lapped in 7 or 8 laps. That's just the speed of the car. I usually went Highland, and I remember the first race, I didn't have mirrors in my car, so I was just going off to the sound of the cars and all. And that was a stupid move, me being a rookie going out there without mirrors. And I remember on lap 5, I'm in last place. I'm sitting behind Tiffany Harold, Jennifer Crabtree, and I forgot if it was Chris or Daniel, but whatever. Well, Zach Herdline hops on my outside, and I chop block him. I mean, if he hadn't lifted, we'd be both in the wall, wrecked cars and all. He cut me with a lot of brake. And I'm glad he didn't get angry at me after the race, but he definitely had a right for that. But I ended up blocking him. But other than that, if I see him in my mirror, I point him to the bottom lane. I'm going high, staying out of his way. But I got a lot of respect for those guys out there running. I mean, these cars are super unpredictable. So, I mean, at any second, this thing could cut loose or something like that. So you want to stay out of the leader's way because, especially last year with me not running for the championship, you don't want to ruin a champion's point lead or something like that. Yeah. Just coming out having fun. You know?
Ben, I got a question for you now. I mean, we've heard David's story. Tell us about your story about you and him meeting on Tinder. I mean, I don't understand it.
What were you looking for?
I'm just looking for a good time, you know.
So, do you spend a lot of time with David working on the cars? I mean, I know you're somewhere. You're not right here from this area, right?
No, I live in Williamsburg, and David stays in Chesapeake. On the weekends, I go over to my father's house, which my father lives in Newport News, and my grandfather has a house in Chesapeake, where we're storing the car right now for work. So,
okay. So you get to hang out there with him, and I mean,
I don't know if that's a good thing.
I'm not sure. I saw y'all hanging around at the banquet the other night. I wasn't sure.
We did not fit in. Okay, see, the thing is, we went in there and we were thinking everybody else was going to bring their own drinks and all. We brought 4 cans of Arizona and just walking around, and we're having fun with it and all. And it was good. It was a good banquet. The food was pretty good too. I haven't eaten nice. Yeah, I'm usually
the same thing we've had last year.
Yeah.
The year before.
Well,
It might be this chicken they had from last year.
Well, anyways, I don't go to fancy dinners and stuff like that. That was my first banquet style event and stuff like that, and it was real nice. It was
I'm glad you took Ben with you to the.
Yeah, we had to get him out of the house. Yeah,
everybody's got to have a date.
yeah. You don't understand how many jokes Jimmy, that's Ben's grandfather, made. Every once in a while, he'll catch us fishing or something, and he'll make some smart out joke or something about that. And that's been a running joke because we've known each other for, oh my goodness, I don't know how many years. And it's always a running joke. Oh, you brought your date with you or something, okay? And it is the funniest thing. But yeah, we got the car over at the Creek House, we call it, in Deep Creek there at Jimmy's. And we spent this last weekend, we turned it, beat dents out, we painted over the green finally. The Fontaine green, you want to call it that. I don't know how we get rain green. Okay,
mosquito green.
Yeah. I mean that's color. I don't want to say Mosquito Joe green, but green is just an unlucky color in general with racing. So yeah. I don't know how he won races with it and all. He was pretty good with that car. But anyways, we got over it, we primed it, and we're ready to paint our new paint scheme on it. And you'll see it the first practice, I believe the open practice, last weekend of March, I believe something.
Yeah. The 21st.
21st, yeah. So second last weekend, but the car is ready to go. It's fast. We brought it out here for the practice, and I ran it, and I've never had a car that's been so loose but so sturdy at the same time.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's gotta be loose.
Yeah, you said that the final or the last show I was on, and when you go in that corner with that car, I mean, it kicks out a little bit, but it really feels nice. But there's this edge of it is perfectly solid in the track, or you're spinning out. I mean, and I didn't find that edge. I found the edge. I went over the edge like 8 or 9 times in the practice. It definitely didn't hit the wall or anything, which I was glad by that. But I did definitely tear up the turn 4's grass. I mean, I was weaving in the ditch and all stuff. But it's a fun car to drive. It's fast as I'll get up. I mean, no, I didn't think you could go that fast at Langley. Okay.
Ben, has that been something you wanted to do? Was to get in a race car and drive a race car?
Absolutely.
So you're excited to get this opportunity.
Of course.
So let's say you go out there and set the world on fire, and you're going to keep him out of the car. I mean, you know, that way he don't need to be in it if you're doing so good.
I didn't hear you, cutting up a little bit.
I mean, you're going to go out there and set the world on fire. You're going to try to keep him out of the car so he won't, be racing against you.
Now you're exposing me.
Yeah, he might run good a few races. If he gets his head right, he'll be like, "You're out."
No, well, we definitely talked about this at the start of the year, and there was that option of, well, do we take him out of the car? And I was like, well, if we're going to commit to this, and we're going to have, because our goal was to get him Rookie of the Year and me Rookie of the Year. I don't know if championship battle is going to be in the point right now. We just want to start finishing races, being consistent top 5s. And but definitely, if he starts the season off and he's going for Rookie of the Year and he's close to somebody, we're going to definitely let him finish it out. And I don't have any goal of taking that car. I mean, the only way that I would drive that car would be the final race if we have the champion. If we're going for the championship in the final race, I'm not hopping in the car. We're going to get him in there. But if we have our position locked in the points and there's no way we can lose it, I might hop in. I don't know. But he's got the car for 2026.
So after 2026, you might be getting out of the car.
I had to find you another car.
It's a 1-year deal, Ben.
Sounds like he's already putting that in his mind.
I got the Acura.
Yeah,
I got both of David's cars parked in my yard, so.
So he ain't got no choice.
Well, my dad, he had to pull our camper out to go get it inspected and all, and I had my race car parked. We got this long drive anyway. Well, his camper, then I had my race car, and he said, "You gotta get that race car out of here eventually. I gotta bring that camper to go get inspected." And I thought, well, let me go find a place, and we found Jimmy's house in Deep Creek and all. We brought it over there, and it's worked out really well for us for having a makeshift shop. Everything's outside under a little awning. We have saran wrap and all on these posts and all to keep the wind down. We bought a toolbox off of Marketplace for $30. I mean, I didn't even think I could find something like that. And we picked up tools from Harbor Freight. I've got a lot of my old grandfather's tools. I mean, but with what we're doing with our team, if we go out and win races, I'm going to be like, we're doing a lot with a little, okay? Especially.
So who we got sponsoring this year?
We ain't got nothing.
And I ain't never heard of them before. How much they give you?
Look, my pockets are dry.
They gave me the stick, okay? But anyways, our sponsor, we had him signed. It was perfect deal, $7,000 we were gonna get for all of 2026, and then it was, oh goodness, it was second week of January, I believe. He said, "I don't know if I want to do it anymore," and I was like, I gotta pull in my old salesman pitch here. I was like, "Come on, you sponsored me for 5 or 4 races last year. Just come on, keep it up for this 1 year. We'll talk about it at the end of the year. Don't, help me out here." And he was like, "I can't do it. It's a lot of money and all." And so I was like, "All right, I understand and all." And so it really put me in a bind because I was like, well, this will fund Ben's car, which supposedly we were supposed to do 2 cars before I got the concussion. It would fund his car and my car. So we'd be able to run 2 cars on one sponsorship. And it was going to be very good for us. And it would give us a lot of money if we did end up blowing an engine or something like that. We'd be able to buy another engine. But with that pulling out, we're on bare reserves. I went over to Jesse Holston's house in Yorktown, and I had bought in 4 used Enduro tires. I mean, that's how desperate we were for tires. I got some used tires. Hopefully we're gonna flip them around and get at least a couple laps out of them. But I mean, we have 4 races worth of tires, and we're gonna see where we are at that point.
There you go.
But if I got to pull it out of the check from last year, we'll do that. I've set a little money aside for taxes and stuff, but.
All right, Ben. We're gonna be watching you this year. Hope everything goes good.
I'm gonna put your face on my car.
Are we gonna do the Corey LaJoy style?
Yeah. I'm gonna come down there and hang out with y'all guys sometime too. I'm gonna see how things go.
No, we got to get him up to the Creek House, get him some barbecue on a late night, get some PBR running in the system by 5. Oh my no, you got to come out, hang out with Robert Drake, and oh my goodness. We have stories about Robert Drake. We'd be on here for hours if we told stories about Robert Drake.
Some of them stories can't be on here.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, we got to get you out for a night. And
well, we appreciate you guys being with us tonight. I know you're all the last ones on the show tonight, and David had to wait the whole time, but
it was nice to listen. And I was on here October last year. You had Deb Williams on. I didn't even know her from the y'all talking with her. I literally got to learn. I went home, I researched her name and all, and I like listening to the show. It gives you a lot of insight on the people that you talk to. It's a great show, very good, and it brings it back to the local folks. I always say that us local folks, we don't really have a platform to talk on, and all and stuff.
So we're gonna get y'all back. Ben, you go out there and get you a win in the enduro or whatever, and then we're gonna get you back on here. We won't even invite David back. We'll get you to come back.
Yeah, skip the middleman.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate being with us tonight. That's our show for tonight. Hope everybody enjoys. Share and like our show if you can, and we'll talk to you again next Tuesday night. I had somebody lined up for next week, but that's already been canceled, so I had to work on it again.
Stay tuned.
Have Robert Drake on the show. I'm just joking.
See you guys next week.
See you next week.